night I ran into somebody, it must be a victory lap. Hey, shawty come sit on my lap. Hey, they saying Drizzy just snap. This is between us, it's not like a store. This isn't a closable gap. Hey, I see some niggas attack and don't end up making it back.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This is a wig review today, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe this video for more reviews, beauty, and just good vibes. Today we are doing this gorgeous brown curly unit from Luvme Hair, and one thing I like about Luvme Hair is what you see is what you get. I've had really positive experiences purchasing from this company thus far in my life, and I'm so happy to be able to partner with them now that I have been a loyal customer for years. Now I am working with them on partnership content, so this is a sponsored video. I want to be really clear about that from the get-go, but that's not going to mean that I'm going to change how I feel or how I view anything. We're going to be really honest in this. This is from their All Day Comfort line. Now, if you haven't tried their All Day Comfort line, you need to, because it is the most comfortable style of wig that I've tried in a long time. We have a few features that really stick out to me that I love about this. One is the breathable cap. It feels like very airy. Other thing that I really love about this All Day Comfort line is it has an adjustable strap at the back. That means that you can make it small, medium, or large depending on your head size or depending on how much hair or how you've laid your hair down underneath. That is key for me because I don't always do the perfect braid down. For example, today I'm just going to do 2 braids to the side and leave it at that, and I can take my adjustable strap and kind of take it out so that I have the perfect fit. When it comes to a glueless unit, you can always just go ahead and throw it on and go. That is really the premise and the whole benefit of these. But for me personally, I love to do some sort of manipulation just to make the hair look its best. So we're gonna do a very simple install. This I could truly do in, like, I would say 20 minutes to be realistic. And here you're seeing the wig straight out of the package, right on my head. It looks amazing, honestly. I was really impressed with how this hair looked straight out of the package. A lot of the times you get a bit of a jump scare when you first put a fresh wig on, but don't be overwhelmed by that. There's always a little bit of manipulation that I feel you have to do to get a wig to look exactly how you want it to. My first step, especially with a curly unit, is number one, you need to go ahead and trim a few layers in it. Most times the hair comes just straight all one layer, and I just feel like that's not realistic. I used to be really shy about this, but you just saw how much hair I had in my hands. It's okay to trim it and to add some layers. I think it will look the most realistic if you do this. The second thing that I always do is I spend a good amount of time making sure that there's no little baby hairs or hairs in the way of my lace. And this was the step that I used to overlook big time in the past, and I can't tell you how much of a difference it really does make. Make sure that there's no little hairs. You need a rat tail comb for this, which is why I loved those free little goodies that Luvme sent. So I'm just gonna go ahead and with my spray, and I'm gonna take a few minutes to just kind of make sure that there's no little hairs hanging out at the front. Just simply brushing the hair back like this makes a huge difference. I am not by any means a wig expert. I really have just learned as I went, so take note that everything that I'm telling you is just straight from trial and error. Okay, so here's the other thing that I want to let you know about this unit. This is a closure unit. So the benefit of this is that you don't have to do any baby hair laying at the sides. Closure units have quickly become my favorite for that reason, because it's just so much easier to install it. I can just do the front, make that look super perfect, and the sides, honestly, I can just leave a little bit of my own hair out at the sides, and I honestly feel like that looks more natural. Even with my hair being jet black and this hair being brown, it still blends beautifully. Like, it's really not noticeable. So all we've done is added about 1 layer of the Got To Be hairspray, and now it's already looking so good. Here's another tip that I learned. There's a part where the closure meets the side of your wig with the lace, and I always feel like that area looks a little bit apparent. So this is my first time doing this. I just took a little bit of dark brown eyeshadow and added it on top of that part of the lace. And honestly, I'm gonna do this every time I lay down my wigs because I was shocked at how good it looked when I was done. Right now I'm just taking a little bit of liquid mousse. I didn't show you the bottle for this one, but I'll link it in the description. And my key tip is to use a brush to press down your liquid mousse. It applies so much better and it will stop the lace from lifting. It actually will really truly melt it into your scalp. Here's how we're looking after my simple install. This, as I mentioned, took about like 20 minutes and it looks really good. So we're gonna just lay this down with a band. I'm gonna let that sit for like a half hour while I go through and hot comb the hair and then just finish styling. By the way, if you're curious about any of the details on the specific length, style, color, all that of the unit that I got, I'm gonna leave that in the description bar. But this is a 7x6 closure. The lace is HD, and the type of curl this is called the Funmi curly. Really, really beautiful. To style this hair, I'm just going to use my water bottle. I feel like this is super key after you've done your trimming of the hair, just to re-wet that hair and help the curls all mesh together. And I'm going to add a little mousse and maybe just a little like curl activator or some type of leave-in conditioning spray. That's usually what I like to do with my curly units. I love the curl on this hair. This is the perfect type of curl for me personally. I think it looks so pretty, so natural, and so like just ready for summer. I feel when I have this curl style, I think it's so gorgeous. So I am gonna style this in more of like a wet look because I want to show you how it looks with that just kind of like ran out the door, didn't really do my hair look. But I also want to show you how it looks when it's completely dry and diffused, and I added a few wand curls. That is coming at the end of this video. So here's the wet look. As it dries, it's going to look really pretty and just natural. I think the curl's super gorgeous. You could obviously diffuse the hair if you wanted a bit more volume, but I really liked how this looked as is. And moment of truth, of course, we take off the band and this wig is slaying. I was really impressed with the knots on this one and how it looked in general. I felt really good with this hair. I did not feel like it was obvious that I was wearing a wig. I felt like it just looked like it was my natural hair, to be completely honest. I don't think anyone would be able to tell unless they knew that my hair was jet black like the day before. But yeah, I have a few wigs in this brown color and it's great because now I can keep switching up the style and no one's gonna know. It's perfect. How would they know? No one's gonna know. Okay, this is the finished look. I would love for you to let me know what you think of this style. What do you think of this hair? Have you tried Luvme hair before? I will say that out of all of their dyed units, this one actually really impressed me. I really liked it. Sometimes with the highlighted and dyed units, they can be iffy because the color is not always perfect. That's my experience with all hair companies. But this one, I really like the way that the color looked. I'm going to show you the clips of the hair when it's a little bit more blown out and voluminous, which is my favorite way to wear it. Please let me know what you think of this hair and leave me a comment down below.
Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down.